All the abundance you want is already here. You just have to tune it in. Everyday Wisdom by Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, page 7. Everything in life is vibrating at a certain frequency. Although you think you're solid, you're really just vibrating at the specific frequency, and everything you experience in your life is attracted to you because of the specific frequency that you vibrate at. This is also known as the law of attraction. We want to attract wealth and abundance by looking at the outside world, but everything on the outside world is actually just a reflection of your inner world, how you feel inside. So if you change your inner world, the outer world around you will change. It's almost like magic. Now, don't just take my word for that. You can't understand that until you actually change your vibration if you're not experiencing what you want to be experiencing right now. As all abundance exists right now in this moment. You just have to tune it in. You have to change your vibration to be in tune with the vibration of abundance. Now, what does abundance mean to you? Everybody has their own definition of what it means to be truly abundant, but most would say it has to do with material wealth. I would say that this is just one aspect of abundance, as if you're materially wealthy but you're extremely unhappy on the inside, I wouldn't define that as being truly in abundance. My definition of abundance would be living in unconditional self-love and inner peace, knowing that the universe is infinite and will provide anything you desire. You can believe this to be true, but abundance is really beyond belief. It comes from a place of inner knowing, from a place of actually feeling it. If you currently feel that you live in lack, you first need to make the conscious choice to live in abundance. This choice is only the first step. After this, you'll need to start reprogramming your mind to think and live in abundance. Now, this can take a while, especially if you've been living in a scarcity mindset for your entire life. This is definitely how I was living for the first 19, 20 years of my life until I realized that I could start choosing consciously what I wanted to be thinking, what I wanted to be experiencing. As I said in a recent video, I was always thinking very negatively, and I didn't think that this had any effect on my life until I realized the outer reflection of this was the exact opposite of what I wanted. So instead of trying to cling and change the outer reflection, I then started to look within myself and realized that I wasn't happy on the inside. So changing myself, changing my beliefs, and becoming happy on the inside was the first step. And then the way that I saw the world and the way that I saw myself in the world completely changed. So you might be asking, how do you reprogram your mind to think and live in abundance? First, it's really important to know what your goal is. You need to have some sort of direction, some sort of, I would say, heaven to aim for. And you also want to know your why. Why do you want it? What do you want? But the why is definitely more important, at least for me. And all this time, I thought that I wanted to be rich financially. I thought that I wanted to have material possessions, but I realized that I really wanted to have the freedom to do what I wanted and use this money to help others. And I realized that I didn't really need to have that much money to, say, make videos like this and share what I think I know and share my perspective on things. And as I kept digging deeper, I realized that the feelings that I truly desired were unconditional self-love and inner peace. And these are truly what I aim for now in everything that I do. These are kind of the goals or the heavens that I have in any situation. So now every day, in any moment, I try to reprogram my mind to feel more love for myself and others, because in reality we're all one, and the way that I feel about somebody else is a direct reflection of the way that I feel about myself. Now, there are many methods that you can try, such as affirmations, listening to positive music, journaling, and meditation, but I'd say for me, meditation has been the catalyst, or what has really helped me level up in a way. So it's something that I'd recommend to anybody trying to reprogram your mind. And this all has to do with being unaware of the thoughts that kind of stream endlessly through your mind. And I was very unaware of this, of how this was really affecting my outer reality. So the more I became aware of these thoughts, the more I realized how they were really affecting my life. And the thoughts flowing through your mind are kind of like code in a computer. The code executes certain actions and makes the computer act in a certain way. And now I'm not saying that human beings are like computers, but when you're generally unconscious of your thoughts, generally unaware of how they're making you act and feel, the majority of your actions and decisions become habitual, and it's kind of like you're a machine running on autopilot. Now this will create a loop that'll keep your mind running and your life running on it until you kind of choose to take your power back and choose to view your thoughts as the witness non-judgmentally. If your mind continually feeds you thoughts of fear and lack, the way to counteract this is to accept these feelings with love and compassion. And I would call this practicing mental alchemy. You're turning a negative into a positive. You can't turn a negative into a positive by fighting or resisting the negative thoughts you have. You need to show them love and compassion. Now, this may seem contradictory in nature or seem like a paradox, but you won't be able to truly understand or believe this until you actually try it. Until you see the proof in your own life, in your own mind, of how you change the way you think, you won't be able to actually believe this. And what I often stress is I don't want you to believe it just because I say it. Try it out. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Try another method that works for you. But I'm just trying to share what has actually worked for me. And I've replaced the thoughts of lack with thoughts of abundance, thoughts that I really want. And this all comes from realizing that your self-worth is far more than the number in your bank account. We think that the only type of wealth is material, but I would say that material wealth is just one kind of wealth. I would say there's also mental wealth, emotional wealth, and spiritual wealth. But we kind of neglect these aspects in society because they aren't really visible to the human eye. It's not something you can show somebody as a number. You can't brag about these, show them off to your friends, and kind of make them jealous. This isn't the purpose of wealth and abundance, at least to me. The purpose of wealth and abundance is, at least to me, the continual, eternal feelings of inner peace and unconditional self-love, as I'll continue to say. And the more you dig deep, I feel like that's kind of what we all want in a way, even if we don't say them, even if we don't use the same words to define these feelings. It's all about the feelings inside you. And when you have these, you're living life moment by moment, day by day, week by week, month by month, not really caring about the amount of money you have. It suddenly becomes far less important to you. You know that what you feel inside is far more important than anything you could really possess outside you, because all materials are really temporary in the grand scheme of things. But that feeling you have inside of you, that's permanent. And paradoxically, that's a funny word, when you stop placing importance on the money, because you truly feel whole inside, you truly feel at peace and loving yourself unconditionally, that's when the wealth and abundance truly starts to flow to you. It's very paradoxical, but when you feel like you already have it, even if you don't have it, that's when it starts to come to you at the most. And like Wayne Dyer said, all the abundance you want is already here. You just have to tune it in. Thank you for watching. Remember, be kind to yourself. My name is Ari. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a subscribe or a like, and I will be out with more videos soon. And peace. Have a great day.